Oh, my brothers and sisters, let me tell you something today. You've been carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry. You've been wrestling with situations that were never your battle to fight. You've been losing sleep, pacing the floor, wearing yourself thin, trying to fix what only He can fix. You've been talking to people, hoping they have the answer, but they don't. You've been looking for solutions in places that can't provide them. You've been crying over things that are out of your control. But I came here today to tell you, you've got to let it go. Oh, I know, it's hard, it's painful. It feels like if you don't do something, everything will fall apart. But that's the enemy. The enemy wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that if you don't handle it, it won't get done. He wants you to believe that if you don't fix it, it'll stay broken. But can I tell you something? There are some things you can't fix. There's some battles you can't win on your own. There are some problems that are too big for you to solve. And the reason you're tired, the reason you're frustrated, the reason you're drained is because you've been trying to do what only He can do. Some of y'all have been carrying burdens that were never meant for you. You've been holding on to pain that should have been released years ago. You've been trying to fix people who don't even want to be fixed. You've been trying to change situations that are out of your hands. And the truth is, the reason you feel stuck is because you won't let go and let Him handle it. See, the problem is we like control. We like to know what's going to happen next. We like to have a plan. We like to be in charge. But what do you do when the situation is out of your hand? What do you do when you can't see a way out? What do you do when you've tried everything and nothing is working? You've got to surrender. You've got to release it. You've got to get your hands off of it and let it go. I hear somebody saying, but I don't know how to let it go. That's the trick of the enemy. He wants you to think it's complicated. He wants you to believe it's difficult, but it's not. You don't need a formula. You don't need a 10-step process. All you got to do is make up your mind that you're not going to carry what was never meant for you to carry. You got to make up your mind that you're not going to stress over what you can't control. You've got to make up your mind that you're not going to lose sleep over things that only He can handle. Oh, I feel this thing today. Somebody needs to know that the weight you've been carrying is not your burden to bear. The pain you've been holding on to is not yours to keep. The fight you've been fighting is not yours to win. And the moment you decide to let it go, the moment you take your hands off of it, the moment you stop trying to figure it out, that's the moment things start to shift. That's the moment peace steps in. That's the moment clarity comes. That's the moment the burden lifts. Somebody needs to hear this today. You've been doing too much. You've been trying too hard. You've been running yourself ragged. And the reason you're so tired, the reason you're so frustrated, the reason you're so worn out is because you've been trying to handle something that was never meant for you. You've been trying to make a way when the way has already been made. You've been trying to open doors that are locked for a reason. You've been trying to hold on to something that you should have released a long time ago. Oh, but today is your day. Today is the day you decide to stop wrestling with what is out of your control. Today is the day you say, I'm done trying to fix what I can't fix. I'm done trying to change what I can't change. I'm done trying to control what I was never meant to control. Because the moment you make that decision, the moment you release it, that's the moment peace floods your life. That's the moment joy returns. That's the moment strength is renewed. Somebody in this place has been up all night worrying. Somebody has been crying in secret. Somebody has been stressed beyond measure. Somebody has been feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But I came to tell you, it's time to lay it down. It's time to stop carrying what's too heavy for you. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go, because as long as you're holding on to it, He can't work on it. As long as you're trying to fix it, He can't move. As long as you're stressing over it, you're blocking the very help you need. You've got to understand that He never intended for you to carry this burden. He never meant for you to lose sleep over this. He never meant for you to live in stress and anxiety. That's not your portion. That's not your destiny. That's not your future. You were meant to walk in peace. You were meant to live with joy. You were meant to be free. And if you would just let it go, if you would just surrender, if you would just release it, you would see how things start to change. The battle you've been fighting, it's already won. The problem you've been stressing over, it's already taken care of. The situation that's been keeping you up at night has already been handled, but you can't see it because you're too busy trying to handle it yourself. Oh, my brothers and sisters, you've got to understand that your strength is limited, but His strength is unlimited. Your wisdom is finite, but His wisdom is infinite. Your power is small, but His power is unmatched. And the moment you stop trying to do it in your own strength, the moment you stop trying to figure it out with your own mind, the moment you stop trying to fix it with your own power, that's the moment He steps in. Some of y'all have been trying to handle things for years and it's only gotten worse. Some of y'all have been trying to fix situations and nothing has changed. Some of y'all have been trying to force something to happen and you're exhausted. But that's because you weren't meant to handle it. You weren't meant to fix it. You weren't meant to control it. And the reason it hasn't worked is because you're not the one who's supposed to do it. It's time to let it go. It's time to take your hands off of it. It's time to release it, because the moment you do, that's the moment breakthrough comes. That's the moment chains break. That's the moment peace floods your heart. That's the moment things shift in your life. And I don't know who this is for today, but somebody in this place is about to step into a season of peace. Somebody is about to step into a season of joy. Somebody is about to step into a season of freedom. But it starts with letting go. You've been holding on to pain for too long. You've been carrying burdens that don't belong to you. You've been trying to fix what only He can fix. But today is your day of release. Today is your day of freedom. Today is your day of breakthrough. And all you've got to do is let it go. Oh, listen to me today, because somebody needs to hear this. You have been walking around carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry. You have been dragging around pain, worry, frustration, and stress like a weight on your back, and you don't even realize how much it is draining you. You've been so used to carrying it that you think it's normal. You've been so used to worrying that peace feels unfamiliar. You've been so used to struggling that rest seems like a luxury. But I came here today to tell you, you were never supposed to carry that burden. You were never supposed to live weighed down by things you cannot change. You were never meant to fight battles that are not yours to fight. But because you won't let go, because you keep trying to handle it yourself, you are exhausted, you are drained, and you are stuck. Some of you have been trying to control situations that are completely out of your hands. You've been trying to fix things that you don't have the power to fix. You've been trying to change people who don't even want to change. And now you're sitting there wondering why you're so frustrated, why you're so tired, why you feel like you're running on empty. It's because you are carrying something that is too heavy for you. It's because you have taken on something that was never yours to carry in the first place. And as long as you keep holding on to it, as long as you keep trying to handle it in your own strength, you will never find the peace you are looking for. Let's be real about it today. Some of you are carrying the weight of your past. You are walking around with guilt and shame over things that happened years ago. You keep replaying old mistakes in your mind. You keep reliving past failures, past regrets, past hurts, and you don't even realize that every time you do, you are adding more weight to your life. You are carrying something that should have been released a long time ago. You are holding on to something that has already been forgiven. Something that has already been dealt with, something that is no longer your burden to bear. But instead of moving forward, you keep picking it back up. You keep holding on to it. You keep carrying something that was never meant to go with you into your future. And then there are some of you who are carrying the weight of other people's expectations. You are living under the pressure of what people think you should be, what people think you should do, how people think you should live. You have been trying to prove yourself to people who don't even matter. You have been trying to impress people who will never be satisfied. You've been trying to live up to a standard that was never meant for you in the first place. And now you are exhausted, you are drained, you are overwhelmed because you are carrying a weight that does not belong to you. You are walking around with something that is crushing you, something that is suffocating you, something that is stealing your joy. And as long as you keep holding on to it, as long as you keep trying to carry it, you will never experience the freedom that is waiting for you. Oh, but let's go even deeper, because some of you are carrying the weight of responsibility that does not belong to you. You are trying to fix everybody's problems. You are trying to hold everything together. You are trying to be the answer for everybody around you. You are trying to be the savior for people who don't even want to be saved. You are trying to carry burdens that were never meant for you to carry, and now you're wondering why you're so worn out, why you're so drained, why you feel like you're running on fumes. It's because you are carrying something that is too heavy for you. It's because you have taken on something that is not your assignment. It's because you are trying to handle something that was never meant for your hands. Let me tell you something. Just because you love them does not mean you are responsible for them. Just because you care about them does not mean you have to carry their burden. Just because you want to see them do better does not mean it is your job to fix them. Some of you are running yourself into the ground trying to help people who don't even want to help themselves. Some of you are losing sleep over people who are sleeping just fine. Some of you are stressing over people who are not even thinking about you. And the reason you are so frustrated, the reason you are so worn out, the reason you feel like you can't take another step is because you are trying to carry something that was never meant for you to carry. Oh, I feel this thing today. Some of you have been holding on to stress, worry, and anxiety like it's your job. You have been trying to figure out how everything is going to work out. You have been stressing over things that are beyond your control. You have been worrying about how this is going to happen, how that is going to get fixed, how everything is going to come together. And now you're so anxious, so overwhelmed, so tired because you are carrying a weight that was never meant for you. And the crazy thing is, no matter how much you stress, no matter how much you worry, no matter how much you try to figure it out, it is still out of your control. It is still beyond your reach. It is still too big for you to handle. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you release it, the sooner you let it go, the sooner you will find peace. And I know, it's hard to let go. It's hard to take your hands off of something you've been holding on to for so long. It's hard to release something that feels so familiar. But let me ask you something. Has holding on to it helped you? Has carrying that burden made your life better? Has worrying about it changed anything? Has stressing over it brought you peace? Or are you just exhausted? Are you just frustrated? Are you just drained? Because the truth is, the more you hold on to it, the heavier it becomes. The more you try to handle it, the more it weighs you down. And before you know it, you're stuck, you're paralyzed, you're unable to move forward because the weight is just too much. But the good news is, you don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to live under that weight. You don't have to wake up every morning feeling overwhelmed. You don't have to go to bed every night feeling exhausted. You don't have to keep walking through life feeling burdened, stressed, and worried. Because the moment you decide to let it go, the moment you decide to stop carrying what was never meant for you, the moment you decide to release it, that is the moment everything changes. That is the moment peace steps in. That is the moment clarity comes. That is the moment the weight lifts. And when that weight is lifted, you will feel lighter, you will feel freer, you will feel stronger, but it all starts with one decision. Stop carrying what was never meant for you. Oh, I need you to hear me today, because this is for you. You've been running, you've been striving, you've been pushing, but you have not been resting, you have not been breathing, you have not been still. You are constantly in a cycle of worry, trying to manage, trying to control, trying to hold everything together. And because of that, your peace has been stolen, your joy has been taken, your clarity has been clouded. But I came to tell you that there is another way. There is a way to live where peace floods your life, where your mind is at rest, where your heart is settled. But it requires you to make a shift. It requires you to make a decision to let go of what you cannot control and release it into the hands of something greater than you. See, what you don't realize is that as long as you hold on to something that is too heavy for you, you will always feel overwhelmed. You will always feel anxious. You will always feel like there is never enough time, never enough energy, never enough strength to get it all done. And the reason why is because you are carrying a burden that is not meant for you. You are holding on to things that were never designed to rest in your hands. And as long as you keep trying to handle it, as long as you keep trying to work it out, as long as you keep trying to fix it, peace cannot come in. Clarity cannot take over. Joy cannot fill your heart. Some of you have been so weighed down by stress that you don't even remember what peace feels like. You don't even remember what it's like to wake up in the morning without anxiety gripping your chest. You don't remember what it's like to close your eyes at night and actually sleep without your mind running through all the things you need to do, all the things that could go wrong, all the things you are afraid of. You have been living in a storm, not because the storm is stronger than you, but because you have refused to step out of it. You have refused to release what was never meant for you. You have refused to surrender control. And now you are exhausted, you are depleted, and you don't know how much more you can take. Let me ask you something. Has all your worry ever changed anything? Has all your overthinking ever made the situation better? Has all your stress ever brought about a solution? Or have you just been making yourself miserable? Have you just been draining your own energy? Have you just been robbing yourself of the peace that is rightfully yours? Because the truth is, the moment you let go, the moment you surrender what you cannot control, the moment you decide to release it, peace steps in, the weight lifts, the anxiety dissolves, and suddenly the thing that was overwhelming you, the thing that was consuming you, the thing that was making you feel like you couldn't breathe, it loses its power. It no longer has a hold on you. It no longer has control over your life, because the moment you let go, clarity comes. Some of you have been asking for answers, but you can't hear them because your mind is too noisy. You've been searching for direction, but you can't find it because your spirit is too cluttered. You've been praying for a solution, but you can't see it because you are too busy holding on to the problem. And the reason why you feel stuck, the reason why you feel lost, the reason why you feel like you don't know which way to turn is because you are trying to handle something that was never meant for you to handle. And as long as you try to control it, as long as you try to manipulate it, as long as you try to force it, you will never have the peace you are looking for. But the moment you release it, the moment you take your hands off of it, the moment you decide that you are not going to carry this weight anymore, that is the moment your mind clears. That is the moment your spirit is settled. That is the moment you realize that the thing that was tormenting you had no real power. It was only controlling you because you wouldn't let it go. It was only keeping you up at night because you wouldn't release it. It was only causing you stress because you kept holding on to it like it was yours to fix, like it was yours to control, like it was yours to make right. But what if I told you that peace is already available to you? What if I told you that clarity is already yours? What if I told you that the answer you've been searching for is already right in front of you, but you can't see it because you are too busy holding on to the problem? Some of you have been in a fog, not because the answer isn't there, but because you are carrying too much to see clearly. Your vision is blocked, your heart is cluttered, your mind is so full of stress and worry that you can't even recognize when the solution is staring you in the face. But the moment you let go, the moment you stop trying to figure it all out, the moment you release it, everything changes. Suddenly, the things that didn't make sense before start to make sense. Suddenly, the weight that was pressing on your chest disappears. Suddenly, the storm in your mind goes silent. And it's not because the problem has disappeared. It's because you have finally positioned yourself to receive peace. You have finally made room for clarity. You have finally stopped striving long enough to receive the wisdom you've been asking for. Some of you have been fighting battles that were never yours to fight. Some of you have been running yourself into the ground trying to fix things that were never your responsibility. And now you are drained, you are exhausted, and you feel like you have nothing left to give. But the only reason you feel this way is because you have not yet released it. You have not yet surrendered it. You have not yet taken your hands off of it. And as long as you keep holding on to it, peace cannot come in. As long as you keep trying to control it, clarity cannot step in. As long as you keep trying to handle it, joy cannot return. But the moment you let go, the moment you surrender, the moment you stop trying to carry what was never meant for you, everything shifts. The storm that was raging in your mind settles. The chaos that was keeping you up at night disappears. The confusion that was clouding your judgment lifts. And suddenly, you can see clearly. Suddenly, you can hear clearly. Suddenly, you can breathe again. And it's not because the situation changed, it's because you changed. It's because you finally made the decision to let go of what was never meant for you. It's because you finally stopped trying to handle what was never in your control to begin with. And I don't know who this is for today, but somebody needs to hear this. You don't have to live another day in stress. You don't have to spend another night in worry. You don't have to carry this burden for one more moment. The peace you've been longing for, the clarity you've been searching for, the freedom you've been crying out for, it is already here. But it is waiting on you to make a decision. It is waiting on you to let go. It is waiting on you to stop carrying what was never meant for you. Because the moment you do, the moment you release it, the moment you take your hands off of it, that is the moment everything shifts. That is the moment peace floods your life. That is the moment clarity takes over. That is the moment joy is restored. But it starts with one decision, the decision to let go. Oh, listen to me today, because this right here is for you. You've been praying, you've been asking, you've been searching, but you don't even realize that you are the one standing in the way of your own breakthrough. You have been trying to control things that are beyond your power. You have been trying to fix things that are not yours to fix. You have been so busy trying to make things happen on your own that you are blocking the very thing you have been asking for. You keep wondering why doors won't open, why the situation isn't shifting, why the burden isn't lifting, and it's because you have not yet stepped out of the way. You are still holding on to it. You are still trying to manage it. You are still trying to manipulate the outcome. And as long as you keep doing that, you are preventing the breakthrough that is waiting on you. Some of you have been standing in your own way for so long that you don't even realize it anymore. You have convinced yourself that if you don't handle it, if you don't make the decision, if you don't take control, then everything is going to fall apart. But let me tell you something. Real breakthrough doesn't come through control. Real transformation doesn't come through manipulation. Real change doesn't happen because you forced it. It happens when you finally surrender. It happens when you finally step back. It happens when you finally say, I can't do this on my own. And until you reach that point, until you stop trying to carry what was never meant for you, you will keep going in circles. You will keep running into dead ends. You will keep feeling stuck, not because your breakthrough isn't ready, but because you aren't ready to receive it. Some of you have been fighting battles that were never meant for you to fight. You have been arguing, pushing, struggling, trying to make people change, trying to force situations to work out in your favor, and now you are frustrated. Now you are exhausted. Now you are questioning why nothing is working. But have you ever stopped to think that maybe the reason nothing is changing is because you are not supposed to be the one changing it? Maybe the reason you keep running into obstacles is because you are trying to do something that is beyond your strength. Maybe the reason you feel so overwhelmed is because you are trying to control something that was never designed to be in your hands. Let me ask you something. How much more do you think you can take? How much longer do you think you can keep fighting like this? How much more energy do you think you can pour into something that is draining you? Because as long as you keep standing in the way, as long as you keep trying to be the one to make it happen, as long as you keep putting your hands on something that was never meant for you to handle, you will never experience the fullness of what is waiting for you. You will never see the doors open the way they are supposed to. You will never walk in the freedom that has already been prepared for you, because you are still trying to do it in your own strength. Some of you are wondering why you are still stuck in the same place. You are wondering why you keep running into the same problems, why you keep facing the same struggles, why nothing seems to be moving forward. But the truth is, you are stuck because you won't let go. You are stuck because you are still trying to be the one to fix it. You are stuck because you are too afraid to release it. And as long as you keep holding on to it, as long as you keep trying to manage it, as long as you keep thinking that you have to be the one to figure it out, you will continue to be stuck. You will continue to be frustrated. You will continue to feel like you are walking in circles. But what if I told you that the moment you step out of the way, everything changes? What if I told you that the thing you have been struggling with, the thing you have been crying about, the thing you have been losing sleep over is waiting on you to take your hands off of it? What if I told you that the breakthrough you have been praying for is already here, but it's waiting on you to move? Because as long as you are in the way, as long as you are trying to fix it yourself, as long as you are trying to force the outcome, the doors cannot open, the shift cannot happen. Not because it isn't ready, but because you are not ready to receive it. Some of you have been waiting on a miracle, but you don't even realize that you are blocking it. You have been praying for peace, but you are still holding on to stress. You have been asking for guidance, but you are still trying to control the direction. You have been looking for an answer, but you are still too busy talking to listen. And the moment you stop, the moment you let go, the moment you finally step aside, that is when things begin to move. That is when the chains begin to break. That is when the answers begin to come. Not because they weren't already there, but because you finally positioned yourself to receive them. Ooh, I need you to hear me today. You don't have to keep struggling like this. You don't have to keep carrying this weight. You don't have to keep waking up every morning feeling like you have to fight your way through the day. The moment you decide to let go, the moment you decide to step out of the way, the moment you decide that you are no longer going to block your own blessing, that is the moment everything shifts. That is the moment doors start opening. That is the moment things begin to align. But it starts with you making a decision. It starts with you saying, I will not block my breakthrough anymore. Some of you have been in a battle for too long. You have been trying to make things happen your way. You have been trying to control the outcome. You have been trying to manage everything on your own, and now you are tired. You are weary. You are worn out. And the only reason you are feeling this way is because you have been trying to do something in your own strength that was never meant for you to do. But the moment you step back, the moment you release it, the moment you say, I don't have to carry this anymore, that is the moment everything begins to change. You have been blocking your own breakthrough for too long. You have been delaying your own peace for too long. You have been standing in the way of your own joy for too long. But today you have a choice. Today, you can decide that you will no longer be the reason you are stuck. Today, you can decide that you will no longer hold on to things that are draining you. Today, you can decide that you will no longer block the blessings that are waiting for you, because the moment you let go, the moment you step aside, the moment you finally surrender, that is the moment your breakthrough is released. That is the moment things shift. That is the moment doors open. And that is the moment you step into the freedom that has been waiting on you all along. Oh, you've got to hear this today, because somebody has been walking around with their head down, carrying burdens that were never meant for them, struggling under the weight of things they were never supposed to handle. You've been exhausted, you've been weary, you've been tired of fighting the same battles, dealing with the same struggles, and pushing through the same problems over and over again. And the reason why you feel so worn down is because you are still trying to do it in your own strength. You are still trying to force the outcome. You are still trying to control the process. But what you don't realize is that the moment you release it, the moment you step back, the moment you decide that you are not going to carry this anymore, peace is going to flood into your life like a river. Some of you have been holding on so tightly that you don't even realize how much it's been draining you. You have been carrying stress like it's your responsibility. You have been holding on to anxiety like it's your identity. You have been trying to manage situations that are outside of your control, and because of that, you have been living in a constant state of tension. Your shoulders are tight, your mind is racing, your heart is heavy, and all this time you've been asking for peace, but you haven't been willing to let go of the thing that is stealing it. You've been praying for rest, but you haven't been willing to release the thing that is keeping you up at night. You've been crying out for clarity, but you haven't been willing to step back from the thing that is clouding your vision. You can expect peace to come into your life when you're still holding on to everything that is keeping you bound. You can't expect joy to flood your heart when you're still gripping onto the things that are making you miserable. You can't expect rest when you refuse to lay the weight down. And as long as you keep trying to figure it out on your own, as long as you keep trying to handle it in your own strength, you are going to keep feeling like you're drowning. But the moment you let go, the moment you release it, the moment you stop trying to carry it all by yourself, you will feel something lift off of you that you didn't even realize was there. Some of you have been walking around with heaviness for so long that you don't even remember what it feels like to be light. You don't even remember what it feels like to wake up in the morning with joy. You don't even remember what it feels like to wake up in the morning with joy. You don't even remember what it feels like to breathe without worry gripping your chest. You have become so used to stress that you think it's normal. You have become so used to carrying burdens that you think this is just how life is supposed to be. But let me tell you something. It is not supposed to be this way. You were not designed to live in constant anxiety. You were not created to be weighed down by stress. You were not meant to go through life feeling like every single thing depends on you. That is not the way you were meant to live. There is a rest that is available to you, a peace that surpasses all understanding, a joy that is not based on circumstances. But you have to choose to receive it. You have to choose to let go of what is stealing it from you. You have to choose to release the things that have been weighing you down. Because as long as you keep trying to do it in your own strength, as long as you keep trying to handle it by yourself, you will never experience the fullness of peace that is waiting for you. Some of you have been so worried about the future that you can't even enjoy today. You have been so consumed with what might happen, what could go wrong, what needs to be fixed, that you are missing the beauty of the present moment. You are missing the joy that is available to you right now. You are missing the opportunities that are right in front of you because your mind is so caught up in trying to control what's ahead. But let me ask you something. Has worrying ever changed anything? Has stressing over the future ever made it better? Has overthinking ever brought you peace? No. All it has done is steal your joy. All it has done is drain your energy. All it has done is keep you bound. And some of you have been holding on to past hurts, past mistakes, past disappointments, and you don't even realize how much they are affecting you. You are trying to move forward, but you are still dragging yesterday's pain with you. You are trying to walk into something new, but you are still holding on to the weight of what happened before. And as long as you keep carrying that, you will never be able to fully step into the freedom that is waiting for you. Because peace doesn't just come from letting go of control, it comes from letting go of the past. It comes from releasing the things that have been keeping you stuck. It comes from deciding that you are no longer going to allow old wounds to dictate your future. Some of you need to forgive. Some of you need to release resentment. Some of you need to let go of the bitterness that has been poisoning your heart. Because as long as you hold on to it, it will continue to rob you of the peace you are longing for. As long as you keep replaying the hurt in your mind, as long as you keep dwelling on what was done to you, as long as you keep allowing the past to control your present, you will never experience the freedom that is available to you. You have to decide that your peace is more important than your grudge. You have to decide that your joy is more valuable than your resentment. You have to decide that your future is greater than your past. And I know some of you are saying, but you don't understand what I've been through. You don't understand how much they hurt me. You don't understand how bad it was. And you're right. I may not know the depth of your pain. I may not know the weight of what you've carried, but what I do know is that as long as you hold on to it, it will continue to hurt you. As long as you refuse to let it go, it will continue to have power over you. As long as you allow it to stay in your heart, it will continue to rob you of your peace. And you've been through too much. You've fought through too much. You've survived too much to let something from your past keep you bound. You have come too far to let an old wound steal your future. You have endured too much to let a past mistake define you. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go. It's time to say, I refuse to carry this anymore. Because the moment you do, you will feel peace flood into your life like never before. You will feel joy rise up in you in a way you haven't felt in years. You will experience rest in a way that you didn't even know was possible. But it starts with a decision. It starts with choosing to let go. It starts with deciding that you are not going to live another day weighed down by things that were never meant for you. You don't have to stay in the cycle of stress. You don't have to live in a constant state of worry. You don't have to keep carrying burdens that are not yours to carry. The peace you've been searching for, the rest you've been longing for, the joy you've been missing, it is already available to you, but it is waiting on you to release what has been keeping you bound. It is waiting on you to surrender what has been weighing you down. It is waiting on you to make the decision to finally let it go, because the moment you do, the moment you truly release it, the moment you take your hands off of it, that is the moment you will step into the peace, the joy, and the freedom that has been waiting for you all along.